Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 169. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and thrill seeker, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is Disney's official thrills.
Roll the intro. But suddenly.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
It's been a week. I'll say that.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Yeah.
It has been a week.
I've lost perception of time due to this project I finished yesterday. I worked until like 12 midnight the past few days.
Nice.
Not yesterday, but over the weekend and on Friday. It was ridiculous, dude. It's been ridiculous, but I'm just really tired.
Yeah, I've been very frazzled at work. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah,
So,
dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like we're entering the summer months or what. But and my I told you my account just quit. So
yeah.
I'm learning everything at the same time, dude. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
Parsec has helped. Yeah, dude. Honestly, all your advice has helped a lot. So I appreciate it.
You know what you know what it is? I think we I don't know if you guys have been in business longer, but like maybe you guys have old ways and we don't really have like our old ways are slightly newer.
Yeah,
So it
yeah. That
helps
might be
you,
it. Yeah,
like, people were like, how'd you do inventory? It's like we had no system. So I made a
right.
new one. And new is usually better. I don't know.
Dude, this guy
Uh
was with us for 20. This would have been his 27th year. So learning
Basically,
27 years of stuff is like it's a lot.
yeah. Let's see, since I've been there, we've had like 5 bookkeepers,
Mm,
and it's not a lot of turnover. I've just been there really long. Like, people stay, like, 3, 4 years, but, bookkeeper job, people move on.
yeah,
So, every time we get a new bookkeeper, I have to learn what they're doing for, like, a week because I have to be the bookkeeper for a week.
yeah.
And my dad was, like, had to do that stuff, so he taught me. So then it's just like, "Oh, how do you do this?" And I'm just like, "Here's the process,"
Yeah.
in a long text. But, I feel like people are wondering what the heck we're talking about. We're talking about the least thrilling thing we could possibly talk about.
Work. We had
Yeah.
more work.
So, let's seek out some thrills with
Mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. To catch up on jokes, preferences, context, and backstory, check out our lore page on trammin.com/lore. For recommendations for Disneyland, DCA, and more, check out trammin.com/rex. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, my favorite, YouTubes. For a visual guide of the show, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram. And to write into the show, head to trammin.com/ask. If you use Discord and would like access to our server, let us know. And you can find all these links and lore on trammin.com.
Yes, you can. Rain, do you know what else they can do?
What's that?
They can tell their friends about the magic and the wonder of Trammin.
They can. We've never asked that, huh?
Yeah,
We've
never,
never.
never.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Go tell your friends. Tell your friends. Then you guys will have something else to talk about.
Yeah. There you
Or
go.
you'll invite them to the Discord. Well, you can't invite them, but you know what I mean. And then they will talk to everyone else, and then you still won't have things to talk about.
There you go.
Or you
There
can
you go.
join the Discord together. Who knows? There are
Whatever
lots
you
of
guys want.
things. Yeah, there are lots of things you can do. But you can find all these links except the Discord on Trammin.com.
Hmm.
I've almost updated the lore page like 3, 4 times, but
I need to update the billing page.
billing. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I need to do that. I think that's an old card or something that's on there.
It's usually just the expiration date that you just did you know, like, I don't think it checks the expiration date, it just checks to see if it's expired.
Mm,
You can kinda put
okay.
whatever you want, I don't know. At this
Yeah.
point, like, I started guessing with some of my cards, and it's just like, "Thanks. Thanks for updating." As long
Yeah.
as the security code's the same, they don't doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think there's like level no, never mind. It's back to accounting work stuff.
Yeah. No, we don't need any of that. We do need is to check the time because it's time for Your Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments just like you can at trammin.com/ask. Rain, cue up that corrections music, please. I don't know why I'm like laser focused on reading today. I think I'm like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But Tiffy Luna writes in. She says, "I wouldn't say shrimp chips are the number one Filipino snack." Yeah, I don't think so, Rain.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
But she says they are one of the main snacks. But we do have better ones. I grew up eating these shrimp chips. She sent a picture in the Trammin DM. But we do have the other variation of the puffy version. I've also eaten at two Great Maple locations. I've had the smoked beef brisket hash, 10 out of 10. I heard they removed the oh, okay, sorry. Changing subjects. She says, I heard they removed the soft swirl Ariel with the hair because she was leaking a liquid and it made it look like she was lactating.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
I I don't remember if I shared this before, but I do enjoy the Little Mermaid ride concept they had on special features section of the DVD release. The ride would operate like Peter Pan, and she puts a link here to
Huh.
YouTube, to YouTube's.
Dude,
Um,
that's really cool how Google Docs links that now.
oh, you have to like oh, it says like you have to hit tab for it to do it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I kind of did it. Oh, this is literally. Oh, okay.
That's cool, man. This is really nice. Neat.
Yeah, this is like Pirates of the Caribbean and Little Mermaid and Peter
Yeah.
Pan. I wonder if like because you're is it weird that like you're floating from above? I
They,
don't know.
they, they used a lot of the concepts here on the ride.
Yeah,
The
I'm
Ur-
gonna
the Ursula's the coolest thing though.
yeah, I'm gonna say just for I mean on the off chance like epilepsy warning for this video.
Yeah.
If you're like if you're prone to that and you have it on full screen, it's not crazy, but I don't know what it's like. So just throwing that out there. But thanks for linking this. This is very cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I think they're like, this will take us forever to load like Peter Pan, and we're just not
Right.
gonna do that.
Or
Thank you for writing in. Susie writes in. She sent this to me. She says the last time we went to Sorcerer's Workshop, it was jam packed. We got some claustrophobia from the crowd and left. We only get to come a couple times a year, so it may have been a one-off. But we were sad since it usually is a fun hidden gem. Yeah, I've
I
never
that's
seen that before.
yeah, that's a
Crazy.
one off. I've never I was there last Tuesday. And
Mhm.
yeah, for sure, dude. There's hardly anybody in there.
And you
But
didn't take any pictures for the tram on Instagram?
I did not, unfortunately. Of course. But the Beast Library can get pretty packed.
Hmm.
Like
I,
waiting for one of the booths, it can get
maybe.
pretty packed.
Okay. Maybe that's what she was talking about. But yeah, it's not something usual. But that is all we've got for You're Right. We had a pretty accurate
We,
week last
we
week.
were right, yeah.
Yeah. So let's get in some news. So I wasn't sure what to call this first headline. Like it was gonna be some sort of you know what? All decked out. That's what I'll call
That's not bad. That's not bad.
it. It's not good either. So new Mickey and Minnie 2023 holiday outfits revealed and more coming to Disneyland during the holidays. All they really did was show the new costumes. Rain, did you see those? I
I
thought
did.
I
I
linked
did.
it.
They're cute. Dude, it's crazy that we are in a time where that is an announcement now.
I think Disney has no announcements, so they're just like,
The milking as much as they can.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they announced. So here's what's really weird. Christian with a K saw the Haunted Mansion holiday through October 31st. I did not see that on the website. Like he thought maybe it ends early, but that doesn't make sense because it's a Christmassy
Yeah.
ride.
Yeah, no, no, no.
I do not see that on the website right now, but maybe it was the app. But then in this and more, they only mention it's a small world. They did not mention Haunted Mansion Holiday. However, is that because it's already there? I don't know.
That would be hilarious. They would keep the Haunted Mansion during Halloween, and they get rid of it. They put it back to regular Haunted Mansion during Christmas. That makes no sense.
Very strange. Very
Very
strange.
strange.
So we'll see what happens. But I don't think you heard anything here first. But that's all. So next headline: Christmas in that can't be right. June. So Disney Eats releases the festive foodie guide to the return of halfway to the holidays. That is what it's called. The festive foodie guide to the return of halfway to the holidays. So, our good friend who we've never spoken to, Nicole, on Disney Eats, writes, "Happy halfway to the holidays. Well, almost. Summer officially starts next week, which means it's that time of year to start the countdown to the holidays. Okay. From June 13th through 15th, celebrate halfway to the holidays with us on the Disney Parks blog as we give you a taste of the season with announcements, sneak peeks, special treats, and of course, holiday fun. To prepare for all the festive fun, we're kicking off with our halfway to the holidays foodie guide." Okay, so which one is it? What's the foodie guide called, Rain? Halfway to the holidays foodie guide or festive foodie guide to the return of halfway to the holidays?
There's so many words there. I don't even know.
Because usually it's like foodie guide to food and wine. It's
Yeah,
foodie guide too. So I think I'm gonna go with the long one.
yeah. Foodie guide to the return of the halfway dollar. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
a lot of words.
So at California Adventure at the Cozy Cone Motel 1, available June 13th through 15th. This is a Tuesday through Thursday. Mobile order available. The eggnog slush with rum chata, topped with whipped cream and sprinkles.
Okay,
I am going tomorrow just to get this.
got it. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
It is gonna feel weird having eggnog in June, though. I'm just saying.
But it's an eggnog slush with rum chata. Like, how much eggnog really is there?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I'm not too concerned. And at Pacific Wharf Cafe, which is where they have like the bread bowls, same days, mobile order available. They do have the Mickey gingerbread. That's
Weird.
weirder.
That's weird. Yeah,
That's weirder. Like, Rain, if I gave you some rum chata with eggnog blended, you'd be like, I don't know, like you'd want to drink it at night maybe, but you wouldn't be like, "Ooh, Christmas." But as soon as you bite a gingerbread cookie,
that's Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the eggnog slush, I feel like can even be like I don't know why I keep thinking of 82, that barcade in downtown.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a drink there, an eggnog slush with rum chata, and that's a year round thing. So I get it. I get it. That could be that doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas, but the gingerbread, that's Christmas.
Yeah. And that's all for California Adventure.
Wow.
Oh, someone I think Kimmy sent it to the Discord, but someone noted you can mobile order all you want. The Mickey gingerbread sold out at noon today.
Got it.
So, yeah. At the Downtown Disney District at Kayla's Cake, available June 13th through 15th, Gingerbread Man Macaron. The Gingerbread Man printed macaron with gingerbread buttercream. Looks adorable. But
That's cool.
yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's the foodie. I think
That
there's a
that
Walt Disney World. So,
okay, I was gonna say that doesn't constitute a foodie guide, but okay.
yeah. One of 3 items does not a foodie guide make.
Yeah.
I think that is what that style of thing is. But anyways, next headline. Something old, something bold, and something bold. So, Downtown Disney announces delicious new experiences. So this comes from Valerie Lee, Public Relations Manager, Disneyland Resort. We have several tasty new updates to share with you from Downtown Disney at the Disneyland Resort. This dynamic destination offers something for everyone and will continue to evolve with several exciting new additions. Take a look at what's new and what's coming. Forgot to shut off my Wi-Fi and use Ethernet, and we're going to see how this goes in terms of battery life. Okay. Now open Jazz Kitchen Coastal Grill and Patio and Beignets Express. So this is open now. It's supposedly a modern, casual, and fun celebration of the Gulf and Pacific coasts. Uh,
Okay.
there are all-time fan favorites and new selections such as lobster and crawfish sliders, Chile spiced honey glazed grilled salmon, gumbo lala filled with succulent seafood, and grilled open faced lobster BLT po' boy. The reef and beef, which is a delectable entree of grilled shrimp and braised short ribs. That sounds like you, Rain.
Yeah, it does.
And there is a new wine list from California vintners and seasonal seaside cocktails. I don't know what this has to do with jazz,
Yeah, that's so true.
but here we are.
All right, cool.
And Beignets Expressed is a fast, friendly, and fun counter service spot. So they are only serving beignets now, no like po' boys and stuff.
Yeah.
So they got glazed beignets, dipped, drizzled, and sprinkled in infinitely delicious flavors. And they've got Snickerdoodle, Fruity Crunch, and Bananas Foster. Okay, I'm seeing the Fruity Pebbles one. I'm seeing
Yeah.
a Mardi Gras one. Is this like a Pride one?
Um,
I don't
which
normally automatically think like pink, white, and blue is like trans flag, but like it's that time.
yeah, it's
Mm.
possible. I don't
And those
think
are
it's Bananas
that's a
Foster.
specific blue.
Yeah.
Uh, That's not Bananas Foster. Or is it maybe it's a nod. You know what? Let's see. Do they have like a beignets
Online menu?
yeah. Dude, have you like used their mobile ordering system ever? I used it during the
Whose?
pandemic. The Express.
No. No,
It's
no, no.
crazy. Like
Really?
crazy terrible. Like it was like an
Oh.
Internet Explorer website, if
Oh,
that
when
makes
did
sense to
okay.
you. Mm. So there's Rainbow Crunch, which is blueberry lemon with crispy cereal crunch, Snickerdoodle, which is cookie butter glaze and cinnamon sugar, and then the Bananas Foster, which is banana rum, cinnamon sugar, caramel, vanilla bean, and creme anglaise. And you can get, dude, they have a 4-piece. It has Bananas
Oh, I
Foster,
see 'em.
Snickerdoodle, Simply Glazed, and Glazed of the Month, and one sauce. So I think I'm gonna say that's a nod.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
someone was being cute, because that rainbow one is the pride one, so that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
So that is your something old.
That
Sorry, go ahead.
that this beignets place is probably the smartest thing they can do because I don't think anybody's really eating at Jazz Kitchen Express.
No.
Like, people would line up for the beignets and that's it, and to give us more beignets and different kinds of beignets consistently, not just, like, the one of that they have one different one they have
Like
every month.
we're waiting for them to be fried and made, like
Yeah, yeah, this is good. I'm happy for this.
yeah. I wonder what the line will be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's your something old. Here's your something bold. New Clyde's hot chicken. This has been here for a while.
Mhm.
Poor Christian with a K got really excited, but it's near the monorail. It's Nashville hot chicken on a stick with 3 different heat level seasonings. And then that's it. Comes with pickles and chips. And I
It
bet
look
you go ahead.
it looks good. I mean, I wanna try it. It just I think it's expensive, first off.
Yeah, but like, dude, imagine that, like, even imagine that in like a hoagie roll.
Don't get me wrong. The sandwiches in general for me are probably just better.
Yeah. And those chips definitely come in a Lay's bag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, and those pickles, I don't know. Okay, so if you had this in bread with the pickles, what you don't put mayo, so what would you put? Like a ranch or
Yeah,
nothing?
I typically do like a Chick-fil-A. I usually use Chick-fil-A sauce now, but I did honey mustard a lot before
On like original or hot?
on hot.
Really? Huh.
Mhm.
Interesting. And now here's your something bold. That's with a W, everyone. So the courtyard next to Splitsville Luxury Lanes is being transformed into an exciting space. The Alley, with interactive games, live music, lounge areas, and seats for dining. This summer, You can relax, play games, and create memories in this fun new spot and enjoy all the delicious food and beverage offerings from Splitsville. So,
What does this mean? Like a you know what? Okay, you know what this reminds me of? The other day we looked at the press release for the Pixar hotel, and they had that little area with a little bit of like shuffleboard and like giant chess, those kind of things. I feel
mhm.
like they're gonna put like three of those and tables and
Cornhole.
chairs and cornhole. There you go, and tables and chairs, and now they got the alley.
I wonder if they're like expanding the patio officially though,
Oh, okay,
because they have a patio, and it's probably. I bet you people think, oh, Splitsville is like bowling only.
yeah,
So if they call it the alley, you're like, oh, okay, like some food and some games. Okay,
yeah,
I can go
yeah.
there.
No, I mean that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. I'm excited to see what it is.
yeah. So cool, cool, cool. They're still plug in Disney Home, Wonderground, Love Pop, and Pele Soccer, which people think is not there because of the walls around Centrico.
Yeah,
So their future plans include Din Tai Fung and Paseo Centrico and Portos. Oh, listen to this. Oh, so yummy California Cuban cheese rolls and pastries. So bakery and cafe. So they're gonna have pastries. I think you can't get a cake from there.
yeah, yeah. That's
Or
fair.
I wonder if you can pick up a cake, but you
I don't think
can't
so.
like.
I don't think any cakes.
Hmm,
It doesn't
they
make
shouldn't.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it doesn't
shouldn't.
make sense.
No cakes. You think they'll sell cake slices?
Yes,
Hmm,
yes,
interesting.
but not a full
Yeah.
cake. And if they do, maybe like one. Or
Hmm.
Portos has this like weird in between size where it's not a full cake. It's like it almost looks like a bread loaf size, where it's like you can split that between like two or three people, and it's a good amount of cake. You know what
Have
I'm
you
talking
seen?
about?
Dude, I'm not a. I think Porto's food is actually really good and their pastries are really good, but like I don't care about their like cake.
Oh, okay.
There's a really low ceiling on how good cake can be. It's still
Yeah,
cake at the end of the day, and it's
you
just
gotta
like, you know,
the Patty's cakes in Fullerton, very good, and they sell this thing that's it's in a bag. It looks like a Ziploc bag, and it's the extra cake that was cut off around the edges. It's amazing. It's amazing, dude.
there's the one really good cake I like is the Costco tuxedo cake. Have you seen that?
I had it today.
The rectangle with the little
Yep.
balls of dark chocolate in there. That's
Yep.
cheesecakey. I'm surprised you like it. Or is it just light enough?
It exactly. It's just light enough and like fusion enough to not be that like because like custard based things like flan, I love, but cheesecake, that's a different story.
Yeah, this is like a light cheesy flavor, but I think the little chocolate, the little gummy chocolate inside of that layer
It
really
throws it off.
balances it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's real good. Real good. But yeah, when people are like, "Oh, what cake do you want?" I'm like, I don't, chocolate chip cookies,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
brownies, anything else. And I've had like the chocolate ganache cake from Porto's. It's good, but it's cake.
It's cake.
It's cake. You get like listen, some Betty Crocker super moist is not really that far off from bakery cake if you
Hey,
don't
but
try it out.
they they do a mean tres leches. That I give
I'm
them.
over tres leches, man. We have it
Not
for
me.
every freaking birthday at work.
Really?
Dude, cause Jaime gets it, and, like, bless his soul, thank you for getting it all the time. Muchas Garcias, as we would say at work. But, like,
You're done.
it's I'm
It's
not
too much.
yeah, and it was really good, but it's like, alright, what dude, imagine if the tres leches had, like, some chocolate chips in it.
Yeah, yeah, it's the chocolate for you, dude.
Dude!
It's always the chocolate. Go back to the
Imagine mini chocolate chips just, like, scattered about. Not a lot of them, just a hint.
I gotta get you that choco flan from Gabriel's because it's just a layer of chocolate cake with flan on top, dude. That's
They
so
had
sick.
that at, Rancho Los Zocalo.
Yeah, it's
Maybe the
gross. Yeah,
best thing they've ever served there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, we're not, you know what? We don't normally talk about Disneyland in the shenanigans portion of the show. So I'm going to. I've mentioned it here before. What happened to like the interesting stuff at Rancho del Zocalo? They used to have huarache and sopes as like seasonal items.
It's
Now,
it's it's too ethnic, dude. It's too different at Rancho. That's too prime real estate for um the normal Disney person, and they're not looking for a huarache. They're looking for burgers and fries, and if they feel adventurous, a burrito.
mm,
Yeah, and that's just my opinion.
no, burrito sauce on the side, please.
Yes,
I hear
yes,
that one after the other, and I'm like, no, now it's gonna taste like nothing.
yeah.
But anyways, this here's our Big Thunder topic of the week. Where's the goat, Rain? That's the
I
Big Thunder
think
topic.
I think he's hiding in the middle of the amiibos back there somewhere.
Oh, all right. All right. Big Thunder topic of the week is Disney's official thrills. He types in real time because this was going to be another episode. So at the top, I did ask on Instagram. We have tons of topics planned. But what should we do next week? And we got a few write-ins. A few I didn't really respond to, but they're either like similar to stuff we're gonna do or whatever. Christian with a K wrote in, and he said roller coaster type rides in the dark. No, he said roller coaster type rides, and I was like, well, there's like four.
Yeah.
But then it inspired me. I think because he said roller coaster type rides, my mind's swimming. I was walking down the hallway at work, and I was like, what about like, we go on the Disneyland website all the time and we see those categories of the rides,
Ah, okay.
right? And one of them is thrill rides. So I'm like, okay, what are officially the thrill rides of the Disneyland Resort?
That's good. That's good. Okay.
So
I
here
get it now.
are, yeah, here are Disney's official thrills. Thank you, Christian with a K, for inspiring this episode. And thank you, TramFam, for engaging with us on Instagram. Okay, so thrill rides. I went to Merriam-Webster and looked up thrill, thrilling, whatever. We went with thrill, the noun, not the
Okay.
verb. So, number one, a feeling of great excitement or happiness.
Hmm.
Number two, a tingling of or as if of the nerves produced by a sudden emotional reaction. And number three,
Oh, like that.
a very exciting or enjoyable event or experience. So, I think we're going to go with that sudden excitement, sudden
Yeah,
emotional reaction, sudden
that's good.
happiness, because they all kind of revolve around excitement and happiness. But that sudden really sticks out. So we're gonna judge: are these attractions all thrilling? And we even have, I even made some charts. Right, if you go to the Run of Show or Run of
Um.
Shows folder
or-
and open
Oh.
the data.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Damn.
I went all out on Google Sheets, and we're gonna get into it. So let's get into 15 rides. Let's drop right in. So yeah, if you go to the attractions page on the Disneyland website, you can filter, and you can filter by thrill rides, and we did just that. And we're gonna go in alphabetical order for now. So first up is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So I looked up all the other aspects to these rides besides thrill rides. So Big Thunder Mountain is dark, is loud, and contains small drops.
Interesting that it's categorized in small drops. Okay.
Well, we'll see why it's small drops. So these are the three things, and it requires you to be 40 inches tall. So not it's on the lower end of the height limits
Yeah.
or height requirements. But yeah, I would immediately just off the top of my head say this ride is thrilling, right?
Yeah, it is. 100%.
Because you get there are a lot of drops, right? Like, I would say one really thrilling part is with the, are they coyotes? You know, when you
Mm-hmm.
go through, like, that tunnel, you're dipping down. It's like you dip down with a lot of small drops, you whip around the corners, right? You slip and slide around.
You feel
Uh
a little bit of the G forces on you.
yeah, and everyone's screaming, right?
Yeah.
What would you say is oh, no, it's not on here. Yeah, it definitely gets loud with the explosions and the people. I don't think dark would be really, in this case, like, contributing to the thrills, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. The darkest part of the ride is going to be right before the explosion, but it's also ironic because during the explosion, really bright lights get kind of pop off. So
It's
I don't
dark
really see the dark.
immediately, right?
Oh, you're right. You're right. It's kind of like Matterhorn. You just go through complete darkness in the beginning.
Yeah, but I think this definitely falls into the sudden part of thrilling, right? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
things just, like, happen one thing after the next, and I think it's one of those weird things where you go up the hill very slowly, and then it picks up speed real fast because it's just a
Yeah.
long, heavy train, and yeah, I'd
That
say it's thrilling.
that's why you always got to sit in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Row
whips
row
you.
f row 15. So
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and if there's only 2 of you in that seat, you're sliding, and if you're wearing shorts from Target, your iPhone is sliding right out of your pockets.
Yeah.
That's, like, literally the only reason I would ever have a case on my phone. Big Thunder Mountain. It just
Hey,
whoop all the time.
you you wouldn't rock the man bag?
Never.
Never.
That's,
Mm,
like, an easy never for me. The only reason I even have a bag is because of the water bottle.
got it. Got it. You can't
So
even fit
if
the water bottle in there.
yeah, and then, like, I throw, like, a light jacket in there. So what's the point? Like, if let's say I didn't have a water bottle, right? I
Mhm.
could put some Trammin stickers and lactase pills in my pocket with my wallet.
Yeah.
That's all that's in my bag, and sometimes sunglasses, but, like, you know, I ask Kimmy to hold them sometimes.
I've never seen you with sunglasses.
Really? I always have the aviators. I think we're in a picture together with sunglasses
Oh, you're right.
at the front gate.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what we need to do. We need to go to Disneyland, and you and I need to take a picture in front of everything for future episodes. Just
With the
like
same exact pose.
well, you know what? We'll put on, like, Trammin shirts or something so it looks
Yeah.
fine. But it's
Yeah.
like, dude, anytime there's a picture of me and you, it's like 80 likes, which is a
Yeah.
lot for us, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's what we gotta do. Just stand in front of everything, we point at it really annoyingly.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
that's what we gotta do. Okay. So, yeah, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is a thrilling ride. So something someone might not expect, Chippendale's Gadget Coaster is on here.
Yeah.
The only thing it has here is small drops, but I think what comes in here is the sudden speed. When was the last time you went on this, Rain? Recently?
Dude, I was this close to getting on it last week, but it's been probably 5 years.
Oh, really?
6 yeah, it's been a
I
I haven't got on the new one.
well, yeah, the new one was, like, March.
Yeah, 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 but yeah, it's been a while. It's definitely been a while.
Yeah, I went on this recently with Andrea and Kimmy, and it's an exciting ride.
Mhm.
There's the excitement that's in the definition of thrills. It's not scary. But once that ride like, it's very short, best 53 seconds of your life, but as soon as you go there are 2 hills, as soon as you go down, it is very fast, and you're just I think you're so exposed too, because it's such a tiny little car. There is that thrill feeling of, like, not quite fear, but I think
Mhm.
that's part of thrill too,
Yeah.
where when something is like a movie is really gripping you and you're, like, anticipating what's gonna happen, but you're not scared like a horror movie, it's usually a thriller, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think this fits the definition,
Chip
surprisingly.
Chippendales always reminds me of, Flight of the Hippogriff at Universal Studios. Little tiny, really quick roller coaster, but it still has a little bit of thrill to it, and I appreciate it.
I actually didn't go on it because everyone was like, "Don't waste your time," and we
Yeah.
didn't really have time. So,
Yeah. Fair.
yeah. and I won't be back at Universal for a long time. I have, like, no desire.
Yeah.
Did you see, like, in Japan, they opened, not Japan, Florida, Mario World is gonna be exactly the same size even though they have all the land in the world and all the space.
What a
It's still
miss.
that tiny little thing. It's like, "Why?"
Yeah, what a miss.
Lazy.
What a miss.
Yeah. Alright. But speaking of tiny little coasters, Goofy's Sky School. Rain, is this, like, the most thrilling out of
That's what I
these
was gonna
3?
say. Arguably the most thrilling of all 15 of these attractions.
Yeah, this is almost, like, terrifying, but yeah, everything on this ride is a sudden movement. This is characterized
Yeah.
by it says loud and small drops. Is the loud just, like, the chain that
And
pulls you up the hill?
I think it's also the Goofy doing his little I can't do it, but like the you
Like
can hear it in the
yeah,
speakers, I guess. I don't know,
uh,
but it's a loud coaster.
yeah, I think there's just so much going on in that tiny little space,
Yeah.
and the screams. Like I said, like, someone once apologized ahead of time for how much he was gonna scream.
Oh
It
man.
it I think there's you know what it is? It's like you're in a tiny little car, so as soon as you go over a hill, you plunge into that
Yeah.
drop, and then it's got the what are the humps called? They just humps?
No, dude, I guarantee you there's a technical term that roller coaster designers have, but I have no idea. It's
Okay.
like the Jack humps.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking it up. Camelback or Camelback
Cam
Hill,
Camelback Hill. Okay, that makes
or
sense.
also known as an airtime hill, is a hump-shaped hill that travels in a straight line and is designed to lift riders out of their seats to provide a feeling of weightlessness. The
Mm,
effect is commonly known as airtime, and camelbacks produce negative G-force to achieve
mhm.
the effect. Oh, wow, dude, there's so many laterals. Oh, okay. So, Big Thunder Mountain has lateral Gs, the force that pushes riders to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot here.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
Brandy's probably an expert on this because of what's that roller coaster game? Not Roller Coaster Tycoon, the other one,
Planet
Planet
Coaster.
Coaster. Planet Coaster. You build roller coasters and you have to make sure the G's are not too high because then people won't like it and they get sick. And it's a whole thing. You got to make the correct laterals and all this stuff.
Yeah, we should call her consulting. Um, yeah, there's that, but I think, something something that adds to the thrills of this ride are the sharp turns that, like I think the track feels so small, you're always just looking over the edge,
Yeah,
and you could see the rest of the park. There's no bad seat, really,
yeah,
and it's just like there's almost the fear of death on this ride.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I think
Do you think you would die if you fell off this ride?
I don't think so. Unless,
Right?
like, you are you saying just from the height? Because
Yeah,
there's,
just
like,
from the height.
the track underneath, whatever. I don't know.
I think
I
you
don't
would break a couple legs, but that's it. I mean, I guess it depends how you fall, right?
Yeah, because you're not, like, jumping. I
Mhm,
don't know if that makes a difference. Uh,
mm,
yeah, probably not. You get seriously hurt, but, yeah, I don't think you'd
yeah.
die. That's, new fear unlocked for all you out there. But, yeah, don't worry. Don't worry too much. So next up, a little down the ways, is Grizzly River Run, which is characterized by small drops, spinning,
Spinning, yeah.
and water rides. So, we forgot to say this. Chippendale's Gadget Coaster, 35 inches tall. Goofy
Mm.
Sky School, 42 inches tall. So you need to be taller than you need to be for Matterhorn. Not Matterhorn,
Wow.
Big Thunder Mountain.
I really wonder how heights are determined.
I think it has to do with you coming out of the restraint.
Okay.
So how far down does the restraint go? Because
Yeah.
usually height implies depth.
Right, right, right.
I don't know what else to say, like a bigger waist. So it's like if you're too short, yeah, I think that's the other thing where the restraint comes down. If the
Mm.
restraint is like here on a kid, they could just slide right out. So it's
Right,
not,
right.
yeah. So I
So
think that's
it needs to be probably, like, on your stomach area
yeah,
then.
somewhere like that. So yeah, it's 42 for Goofy Sky School and 42 as well for Grizzly River Run. So yeah, small drops, spinning water rides. I think this is like medium drops, first of all,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah. They're
long
not.
drops.
Yeah, 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 and there's a lot of anticipation there because of the backed up or like you keep spinning, right before those larger drops on the ride.
Yeah. Do you think the spinning adds to the thrill?
Yes,
Is it
it's
the
part of the anticipation.
is yeah, so is it the spinning itself or, like, you don't know which side you're gonna end up on when you go down? Is that where the
Yeah,
thrill comes from?
I that might be because splash, you know where you're at. You
Yeah.
if you're in front, you're gonna get the most, especially if you have more weight than other people. Then in the back, you're gonna get the most. But this one, it's a toss up. It's literally like playing spin the bottle or playing, it's all random, all random. You never know.
Yeah, I've never played spin the bottle, so,
Same. Never.
uh-huh. Alright. I don't actually know. So, I don't know why I came after you like that.
I know.
I just I feel bad because I don't do that normally.
I don't think I have played spin the bottle. Yeah.
Okay, just moving on. Alright. Yeah, so, Grizzly River Run. Yeah, I think, the whole is there a relaxing part of the ride at all? Or are you just on edge the whole time?
You're on edge the whole time.
Because even when you're going up the hill, it's loud.
Yeah.
It's like tuk, 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 tuk,
That's
tuk, tuk.
that's a good point. I wish there was a relaxation portion of this because the setting is so good. You're on water, you're pretty much in a boat.
I
That's
think
just like I don't know.
if you're not thinking about it too hard, before you get to the gate that stops you, it's a
Mhm.
little bit relaxing. If you're
Okay.
not spinning too much because you're going along the grizzly with the trees and all that, you're kinda
Yeah,
chilling
yeah,
up at the top.
yeah,
And then you get to the gate, you're like, "This is it, everyone.
yeah. That's a
Goodbye.
wrap.
It's nice knowing you." You know? And then obviously, like, at the end, once you're wet, you're like, "Alright, nothing's gonna happen now." That's the funny thing. It's like if they just, like, put a bucket that just dumped water on you before you got on the ride, would it be more fun?
Because you can yeah. Because
Splash is not as
no,
scary the second time if you go back to back and you're soaked.
I like the anticipation though.
Hmm.
I enjoy it as much as I hate horror movies. I like a real sense of psychological horror.
I
It's
think
weird.
hmm. So I think, like, when I went on Splash with my cousin Alex and his fiancée or wife, I don't know, they're getting married this summer. Uh, they we went on the first time. We got soaked, and Sam got off, and so it was just me and Alex, and we went again. And we were just it was, like, more fun the second time, but maybe
Yeah.
less thrilling because there was no, like, "Oh, we're gonna get soaked." It's like, no, now we're just, like, big chilling. Chilling,
Right,
not
right, right.
thrilling. Chilling, not thrilling. We're going with
There
that. And a little chilly
you
because
go.
it's so cold.
Yeah.
Grizzly River Run. Is this now the most thrilling ride out of these few?
No, I still think Goofy Sky School is more.
Really?
Yeah, even with the water.
Huh. What if Goofy Sky School had water?
Oh, oh, that's terrifying. That is
What if
terrifying.
it had waterfalls that you, like, go through? I don't know why we're
Hmm.
doing this. Like, there's no you can't you it's a curtain.
And it's completely random whether
No,
it
it's
opens or not.
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that'll for sure take the cake. But I still think it's number one.
Okay.
And also partly because it's not expected. Grizzly River Run, you expect to get wet, you expect that anticipation. Goofy Sky School, if you don't know about the ride, you're like, it's a little baby roller coaster. And then you get on for the first time and you're like, whoa, that is not a baby roller coaster.
Mm. Yeah, you're right. 'Cause kids don't know what they're getting into.
No, no.
I think I was on with a family once, and, the kid was in the front with the dad and, like, scared-ish, I think,
Hmm.
and I was in the backseat single rider with the mom, and I was like, "Oh, is this the first time?" She goes, "No, it's the second time," and he hated it the first time, and this time was his idea.
Nice.
So I don't know.
Nice.
I think he was cool. I think he liked it.
Yeah.
But next up, maybe this will change your mind, right? Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so confirmed here. Guardians of the Galaxy hyphen mission colon breakout. So it's not two colons.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy mission breakout. So this, our first one here, big drops, dark, loud, scary. And this is 40 inches. So Goofy Sky School and Grizzly River Run require taller riders than Guardians, but I think it's because Guardians is a seat belt.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like
100%.
really the only thing lower is oh no, things go down to 32. Never mind. So yeah, it's 40 inches. What is that? 40 inches. 3 feet 4 inches?
God, that's so tiny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Imagine you're a 3 foot 4 inch family member
Hobbit.
getting on there. Okay. Big drops, dark, loud, scary. I think the thrill of this ride is only in the no, actually, not only in the drops. The rises too,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? I think part of this ride is you don't get a break, and then when you do get a break, it's not a break from the anticipation.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
So,
It does.
yeah, like, even when it wasn't randomized, but now it is randomized, which I think adds to it a lot. You would kinda know when it was gonna drop, but, like, it does that rumble, and then you
Mhm.
just drop. But I think, like, that's, like, a scary thrill, like, you're just, like, you get a little bit of weightlessness, and you get that, like, tingly feeling. But I think when it drops you, and then without even stopping, just yanks you all the way to the top,
Yeah.
and then like, I I think the craziest is when you get pulled down, yanked up, but then it lets go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a weird
And
feeling.
then it falls. I think that's the best feeling on that ride.
I
So
think part of the thrill to this ride also is just getting on the ride. Like
yeah,
a lot of people, more so than any of these other rides, choose just not to participate because
like,
that anticipation I think is so heavy. It's so like the idea of just being really pulled down, not free fall, but just a lot of people don't like that at all.
yeah, people hate
So
free fall. Here's the thing, I don't like it either, but it's fun,
yeah,
right?
it is. It
Like,
is.
it's like, no, I know this is terrible, but it's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun to, like, it's fun afterwards almost too, right? It's like you feel
Yeah.
good that you did it. Yeah, the randomization is a big thrill here, but yeah, I think this one, Rain, you eventually did Monsters After Dark, right?
I did. I did, and it was fantastic, dude.
Yeah, I think that one's even more thrilling because it's like
The metal
it's
going on.
there's the metal and it's like it's like a chase, and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
more like a thing. But yeah, I think part of this is you're kind of confused the whole time too.
Mhm,
Where like the
mhm.
guardians are yelling at you, and then the ride's shaking, and then you're falling, and then you get your picture taken, you realize how high up you are, and I think it's like a sensory overload. And while you do obviously get the sudden excitement from this, I think it's the overwhelming feeling of emotion that
Right. Right.
kinda makes this thrilling.
So, yeah, and I think this might be Goofy Sky School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Goofy Sky School, you're not, like, terrified.
Yeah. Yeah. This one, people freak out. Freak out. I mean, like I said, the whole story with my mom.
That's that's just ridiculous that you
Yeah.
did that. Anyways, go listen to I don't know the episode.
Yeah. Who knows?
Next up is Incredicoaster, which also features big drops and is loud and requires 48 inches of height.
The
This
the highest.
The highest of this list of thrill rides, because this requires a shoulder restraint. They don't have, inversions on here, but I guess because there's only one,
Yeah.
but I think that's part of it. Is there a big drop, though?
That's what I was thinking too, dude. It's such a smooth coaster. You never really feel like a Goliath level drop. It's just you're
Goliath
going
is
down.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's insane.
That's the
Uh,
one ride I wanted to go on, like, what the one time I went to Six Flags, and I did not regret it. That was and that
it's
one
an
you just have a
experience.
lap dude, you just have the lap bar,
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's
you
it's
go into the ground, right? Like, it's
yeah, yeah. You go
anyways.
into like a giant hole.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
what's
so
interesting to me is that scary isn't on this.
is it scary?
It's
What's
roller
scary
coasters.
about
Roller coasters in general can be pretty scary, and larger roller coasters, I would say.
Okay, let's see who has scary before this. Guardians? That's it, right?
Yeah.
So I think scary is like the, subject
Oh,
matter.
right, right, right. Okay, I get it now.
Like, where a
I get
kid
it.
is like they're not afraid of The Incredibles and Jack Jack, you know?
Right, but
Uh,
they're afraid of the monsters in Monsters After Dark.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or in the
or
next one,
monster.
skeletons in Indiana Jones, so,
Right, right.
yeah. So, Incredicoaster, I think the thrills just come from it being a roller coaster. You're just
Yeah.
moving fast, you're going up a hill, you're going down a hill. I think part of it is the change in feeling when you go through the loop, you're being pushed down into your seat.
Mhm.
So I think that's just like such a surreal feeling,
Yeah.
that push down feeling. So I think that's part of it too. But I don't know if this is exciting. I don't know if is it quite thrilling? Or are we so used to talking about these other thrills that it's throwing us off?
I think we're so used to the coaster that
Mm,
we're not really seeing it as thrilling. Like we're almost immune to the thrill on Incredicoaster because we've done it so. I mean, then again, we've done all these rides so much, so that's not really a valid argument. But
yeah.
it's just a very interesting ride in that sense.
Yeah, I guess it does fall under a feeling of great excitement or happiness and a very exciting or enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
It's exciting the whole time. So I guess that would make it a thrill ride, right? Like
yeah,
you're never bored. Oh,
right.
mm, maybe on the lift hill. No, you know what the most boring is? If you're on the front of that ride and you're going down the hill and you're like halfway down, you're like, all right, can you, can you let go?
Yeah,
But you know what I think is the biggest thrill on the ride? Actually, the launch.
probably. It's the abruptness, the sudden change of emotion.
Yeah, we need more launch rides. Like,
Yeah,
stop with
we do.
this, track list,
Lifted
launch ride.
yeah, yeah,
I think I know Space Mountain is very classic, but after we round that corner, we should get launched, right? I don't think
100%.
I don't think there's enough room, but that would be fun. Just
I mean, they do it in Paris.
I think Paris is bigger,
Uh,
or it has more room. I think that the height is just there's more room there because we
Gotcha.
get 2 lifts, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
we get
yeah, we do.
lifted through the mirror area, and then I think that's what it is. I think that's
Inside.
our problem. Oh, well. Next up, Indiana Jones Adventure. So, this was side note on this whole thing. I know it's called this, but it's still weird because it's Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye,
Yeah.
but it's Indiana Jones Adventure, and I wonder
That
why.
seems so generic, dude. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's ugly.
Anyways, this is dark, loud, scary, and features small drops.
Where are the small drops? Like
Is it
just in the car itself? The bridge, maybe?
the car itself and under the boulder?
Oh, under the boulder. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah. The
you do go.
boulder. Sorry. Shout out to Kev and Avatar. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably the scariest so far in terms of subject matter.
Yeah, unless you're talking about Monsters After Dark.
Yeah,
I
but
found.
you're getting chased by some spirit who's angry at you because you looked
Yeah.
into their eyes. Dude, Mara bleeds out of the eyes
Yeah,
sometimes.
that is pretty terrifying. I mean, you're going through the skeleton room and, like, skeletons are coming alive and coming out of their coffins.
Snakes are
That could be.
really scary to people.
Yeah, yeah, and you get a giant one in this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree, it's the scariest one.
Yeah. Are the thrills from this one purely from like the excitement of being in the story? Like
I
this,
think some of it comes from the car too, like, the jerkiness of it.
but do you feel like you're on a ride or that you're doing it? Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I think you feel like you're doing it more so than any of the other rides.
yeah, like I don't feel like, oh, this is a sharp turn on this ride. Like I feel
Yeah,
like, oh, I'm being whipped around this temple and I got to get out of the way of this thing. And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's the as much as like it might even be the ride you have to hold on the most if you don't want to like get hurt.
yeah,
It's the least like a ride because Big Thunder is a train roller coaster. Even if it wasn't a roller coaster, it's a train. Same thing with
mhm,
Gadget. Goofy Sky School is a pocket coaster. Grizzly River Run is an off the shelf rapid ride. Guardians? Hmm. I guess Guardians is maybe even less like a ride because it's not even a vehicle. But then you
yeah,
ride in an elevator. Uh, but it's also very like you're going up and down. And Incredicoaster is a ride.
yeah.
You're on a roller coaster on a track with like no theming. But yeah, I think a lot of this, like if this was no, even if it's in like a forest, if we just pretended this was like outside on like a freeway, would it be as exciting?
No, no way.
It wouldn't be as thrilling, right? You're not being
No.
there. The music, I think the music adds to the thrill
It
on
does
this
a
too.
lot. It does. And the sudden use of darkness, I feel like adds a lot. The the loud noises in general, that's not just the music, adds a lot too.
Yeah, and even like it quiets down and the car like sounds like it's stalling, and then as
Yeah.
soon as it turns back on, the music is like da 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 da. You're just like
Yeah.
yeah. So I think even the sound of like the blow darts and all that.
Mhm.
And I think even we won't say exactly what they are, but the couple new effects I
Yeah.
think are very like maybe because they're so unexpected because you haven't even seen them. Really great. Yeah, I think that these are unique thrills compared to the other ones. This is like the most you say like emotional thrills?
I would
Even
say
though
so.
it's all
Yeah.
emotion, but like the least like instinctual thrills and more like the thrills you feel in your heart.
Right. Right.
This next one and even the next two surprised me. Next is Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, and this just says loud and spinning.
Is it really loud?
It's just the
It
music. It's
it's
literally
just
just the music.
music playing. Yeah. It's weird.
I
Spinning, yes. I can see that. I can see that being a little thrilling, but that's definitely on the baby ride side.
yeah, but I think maybe the thrills come from how you're pulled around, you
Mhm.
know? It's like a
Unexpected.
yeah. It's a lot of like yanks and pushes and then it's like it spins and then you all do the rolling like it's yeah, I think this one's just a pure almost like thrilling, like you're dancing on a dance floor. I mean, that's the point of it. Like it's
Okay.
just it's a fun, fast dance. But I think this is the one. Out of all of these, the one with the least fear based thrill, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Would this be like a happiness based thrill?
Yeah, I can see that. Because you see everyone doing it along with you. It's a very communal ride.
Yeah, it is. You're all sharing exactly the same experience,
Yeah.
which is yeah, huh? Because it's
Mhm.
if you might be on another side, but I don't think the cars move too independently. Like they're all kind of doing the same dance. Just
Yeah.
yeah. So this next one though is Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. This does not have anything except thrill rides.
I saw
Like
that. That's interesting. Technically, I should have probably got spinning.
so I think we're learning about the other rides through what the other rides don't say. So,
Yeah.
this one is rotating, but your car doesn't spin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they're
It
not gonna
moves
say
from side to
whipping.
side.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It's a whipping motion, but you don't say whipping because then it sounds like you're getting whipped, and,
Right.
you're not doing that. So, yeah, I think this is, similar thrills to Big Thunder Mountain where it's the sliding motion, right?
Mhm.
And, yeah,
Squishing somebody.
yeah, it's a great date night ride. You should go check out that, that
Yeah.
episode that we did. But I think this is, totally based off of how sudden everything is.
Right. Right.
It's like, it starts with a J, but it's similar to abrupt?
Jerk.
No, no, no. It's
Jolt.
maybe. It might be jolt. It's just
Okay.
a very I think there's another one. You know
Yeah.
what? Jolt synonym. If I don't find it for this, I'm gonna stop. Jostle, no. Jog. Maybe it's like a judder? I don't know. But yeah,
Judder's up. Yeah.
yeah. But it's a very violent ride, and I think that's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, you're screaming the whole time because you're just being thrown around, and that's just fun sometimes.
Yeah.
So and I think
Well,
go ahead.
what's interesting to me is it doesn't have loud because I would argue that the music is just as loud on this and Rollick and Roadsters.
That and even the sound of the cars. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. When it transitions, it's pretty loud.
Yeah, and I think this is a great thrill for kids because kids all I don't think I've ever seen a kid sad after they got off of this.
Yeah. And
Like,
kids love
it's
Mater.
yeah, it's, like, scary, but it's not. I think
Mhm.
it's so, e there's another word, like, exciting, but it is, like, it's, not whimsical, but something like that, like, there's a feeling of jubilation, I don't know. Where you're like, "Oh, yeah, that was so fun," it's the jamboree. So, I think I think this is another type of unique thrill where it's just like a
Yeah.
pure fun thrill, for sure. So, next one is Matterhorn bobsleds, which has the most attributes. Dark, loud, scary, small drops, and water rides. So, Kimmy actually asked me the other day, "Is Matterhorn a water ride?" And I said, "No." It sounds like officially it is.
Yeah. 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 I would probably argue no too.
It's not a water ride as a whole, but we'll let the I think it's just saying, like, you will get wet, that's why.
I've never gotten wet on Matterhorn. I know you have a story where you got soaked, right?
Yeah, with Gene
Yeah.
and the
I've
and
never
the
been
and
wet.
that couple. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I get, like, usually on the glasses, you know,
Mhm.
a little misting to the face. But, yeah, this immediately starts out with the dark, loud, and scary because as you climb, the abominable snowman is chasing you
Yeah.
through the tunnel, and he even chases you through the dark tunnel where you can't see anything, and then he shows up and yells at you. So I think a lot of this comes from just being scared from the noises and the visuals.
Yeah. The initial ascent of the mountain is loud.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because you're inside in like an enclosed space or what, but it's always jarring to me.
I wonder yeah, it's because it's loud screams and complete silence because people aren't
Yeah.
screaming. Yeah, because it's just the
Yeah.
beginning. And, yeah, there are lots of small drops here, but this ride is the roughness of this ride part of the thrills? Like, will I
It
get
is.
hurt?
Yeah. Will your
Yeah.
back break in half after this? I don't know.
Yeah, and it's a lot of quick turns, a lot of drops, and I think some of the speed comes from seeing other cars too, right, or other
Mhm.
bobsleds. Lots of screaming. You're kinda, like, open, right? Like, you're not really it's almost like you're not really safe in there, right, even though
Yeah.
you are. And I wonder, like, the anticipation of the drops too, because you could see, that one dip that is only on the right side?
It's the steep one, right? Like the
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I would argue that this is even like constitutes big drops, even though it's like a culmination of a bunch of small drops.
See, like, I thought big drops meant free fall, but then Incredicoaster has it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
It must just be like, all right, it's just probably just arbitrary.
There was this the one? No, we said medium drops on Incredicoaster, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I think this is the many drops that isn't there
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's a lot of like just elevation changes for this because you kind of just go to the top and then end up at the bottom. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's a big thing here. But yeah, the this ride is, you know what? Does some of the thrill come from the lack of music?
Probably.
Like
Probably.
you're alone on this mountain, kind of, right? Like you're
Yeah.
out, you're fending for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one. So, and you know what? Maybe how rickety it is too. Just like this is an
You hear
old.
the metal on metal, you know.
Oh yeah. So next up is Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, which is dark, loud, and features small drops. I keep forgetting to do the height here. I was being lazy. So, okay, Luigi's and Mater's 32-inch. So these are definitely the fun thrills. Matterhorn 42. Millennium Falcon we're back down to 38 because it's just a little seatbelt ride, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think this is the first one I'm like, I don't think it's thrilling.
It's less thrilling in my opinion than even Luigi's and Mater's.
It's exciting because
Yeah.
you're part of a crew, you're pressing buttons and you're shooting things, and I like that's technically thrilling, but I don't think it's a thrill ride.
Especially if you have a good crew, it could be really exciting. But that doesn't really add like even if you have a horrible pilot and they are just crashing into anything everything, you don't really have any anticipation of like, oh, we're gonna be jolted or we're gonna, be jerked around right now. It's just, oh, you hit something. Cool.
Yeah, I think in the dictionary sense, when you're doing really well, you got a great crew, it is thrilling. But now that
Mhm.
it's like, this the philosophical question for us is what is a thrill ride?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't think this falls under it. You have a thrill of like a rush of excitement of like, yeah, like we're beating the bad guy. We picked up 2 coaxiums. But yeah, I think, it's not dark. You're in a cockpit, like protected, right? So
Yeah.
there isn't like this dark out in the cold. It's not that loud. The sounds are cool. And the small drops are just not really. You're flying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very gradual drop if you are dropping.
Yeah. So I do love this ride, but I do not think it is quite a thrill ride. But then, if we're really getting into it, like, I guess we could say the same about Luigi, but
Mhm.
Mater's I think is more thrilling, for sure. But next up is Radiator Springs Racers, which is dark, loud, and features small drops. I'd say these are medium drops. It's got
Yeah.
the camelback.
Yeah.
You got to be 40 inches tall. For the next 4 rides, you have to be 40 inches tall. I'm just gonna say it now. Okay. So this ride is interesting because like the first half, the most thrill you get is like when you accelerate and what's that thing called? A combine?
The grass cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
Just
that thing
comes at
is.
you. Yeah.
That sounds like a cow.
I think it's a combine. Combine farming. Combine harvester, yeah. Hmm, okay. Okay, Rain, do we wanna know where the name comes from?
Where's that?
It combines 4 separate harvesting operations: reaping, threshing, gathering, and winnowing as a
Mm,
single process.
wow.
Kev, look up combine harvester on Wikipedia and do an episode.
I have an episode. Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna have I'm gonna do a special thing with Kev pretty soon. Uh, my brother Kev has a podcast called The Wiki Room. They deep dive Wikipedia articles. Just a note: while it is very fun, it is an explicit podcast for adults. Do not listen to it with your kids. I'm just fair warning. Nothing crazy. It's just It's for adults. Okay. Radiator springs, racers. All right. Okay. Let's get to the thrilling part. You don't have a launch. You have what feels like stepping on the gas in a car, right?
Right.
I think the thrills here are from maybe like your physical feelings, right? You're
It's
when
when
you're
you go almost on the curves where you're almost like
the bank
completely
corner.
horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you kind of get like that a little bit of a free fall feeling, a little bit of like the G-force feeling of like an inversion,
Hmm.
and there's a race, so maybe there's a bit of like a thrill of like trying to win, right?
Right. Yeah. 100%. hundred
Competition.
percent. I feel like there is.
But I think the most thrilling, scary part for me is like the Camelback, right? Because that
Mm.
one is the most. I think out of all the rides, the most like the feeling you get on a swing set.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. That's like the most, airtime that you get out of these things, and it's like taking the picture, you don't wanna look like a goofball, you don't want your hat to fall off. You kinda get you go up in the air a little bit, and you just have a seatbelt on, so it kinda lets you go just slightly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this is really fun. It's got, like, the music is a nice compliment.
Yeah. And definitely not loud. You know what? Okay. The Combine. That's the loudness to it.
Yeah, I think that's, like, the thing here is these are not necessarily associated, like, we clicked thrill rides and these showed up. But if you click dark, there's another list of rides. So it's not like, hey, this is a thrill ride because it's dark according to Disney. It's just with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Here's what else makes a thrill ride. So yeah, I think for the kids, they're not gonna be afraid of this ride, but it's gonna
No,
give them
they're
like
gonna love it.
a little moment of fear and thrill for
Yeah.
sure. Next up is my beloved Space Mountain, which is dark, loud, scary with small drops and sudden stops. So it's dark. And does the scary come from the dark?
100%. 100%. Because otherwise it'd be in Credit Coaster.
Yeah, because I know some people say oh, it's scary with the lights on. Yeah, 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 I know. But I think you can't see anything unless you know the ride. Like I know the ride by heart now. But
Do
unless you
you?
know
I
it,
don't. I don't.
oh, yeah, yeah, I know everything. I know where the drop is, and I'll always, like, grab
Yeah.
Kimmy's knee and freak her out at the
Mm.
drop, but now she knows where it is, so she knows I'm gonna do that. Anyways, uh, the unless you know exactly what's gonna happen, you don't know at all, right? You cannot
Yeah.
see, and there's a little free fall drop. You going down the hill, you're not spinning, but you're, like a vortex effect maybe. And you feel like you're going fast, right?
Yeah.
You're going 35 miles per hour or something, but it's ice cold, dark, and the music's loud for sure.
Like you said, the thrill comes from the unknowing of what's coming up next. And I haven't memorized right, like I said, and I hope to keep it that way because I enjoy like, whoa, I just made a right, like, oh, now we're doing the corkscrew. I know the sections of the right, just not exactly when it's gonna happen. The only thing I know exactly when it's gonna happen is when you make a left, picture's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that I
that's
get
what.
you can tell by the music too.
Right, right,
Uh,
right, right. It's
that's
ending.
yeah. I won't even say it, so I don't wanna ruin it for you. The reason I know it by heart is that time I wrote it 10 times in a row because
Mm,
I did that in an hour and 20 minutes. So like
mm.
for an hour 20 minutes, all my brain knew was Space Mountain. So it like got programmed. You know?
Right, right.
Do you know kids don't know what burning a CD is? I don't know, I
That's
just
crazy.
because I was gonna say burn into my mind.
Dude, I know when my friend at work, he's like, "Dude, I'm burning Dreamcast disc right now." And I was like, "It's freaking 2001 again, man. That's why the Dreamcast died."
Yeah. Uh, dude, you remember how you burning a disc was a two-step process?
Yeah.
There was this you had to stage it, and then you had to, like, stage the
That's right.
burn and then burn
That's
it.
that's right. That's right.
iTunes would kind of do it on its own, but you kinda had to say, "Okay," and then Windows had a worse way. It would put it into a burn folder, and then you had to hit burn.
Yeah.
And then the worst was, like, is the finalize gonna work?
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
if you had a failed burn on a CDR, it was dead. You throw it away sometimes.
CDRW though, where you use it.
Yeah. It's funny that the RW is rewritable, but the R is
Yeah.
we don't know. I think it's the ROM. Like it's
Oh, yeah,
I don't know. I still don't know. Why is it called a CDR, Rain?
yeah.
CDR. Thick.
Right.
It's a thick disc made okay. Compact disc recordable.
Recordable.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
there it
And
is.
RW is disc rewritable. See, that's weird.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, I just had a flashback because remember that there was a logo for compact disc.
I remember that, yeah.
Oof. Okay. Were you a push the button or push the tray person?
Push the tray.
Yeah, push the tray.
Oh, all day, dude, all day. Just,
Okay. Do you know about the emergency eject if it gets stuck?
No.
So there's actually a pinhole near the eject
Oh,
button.
that's what the pinhole was for?
Dude, you push it in and the whole tray just like goes limp and you pull it out.
Oh, wow.
And it works on laptops because laptops had the terrible ones. And then I think if you
Yeah.
push like twice, like you could pull the whole thing out.
Mm.
Like the entire drive will come out.
God, you remember the laptop ones that would just like go
Yeah.
when you like, oh
'Cause that's
man.
that's how you make those pop out because those get stuck all the time. I remember
Yeah.
my mom was in, like, Lebanon. She's like, "They can't get their disc out." I'm like, "Put a paperclip in the hole." And they did, and they're like, "How'd you know that?" And I'm like, "Someone taught me, like, a long time ago." Alright, alright. Space Mountain probably runs on floppy disks, so, uh,
Probably.
yeah. I think this is a thrill ride, just straight up. Like, I don't think there's arguing this. You don't really have to pick it apart. You're on the ride, it's fast, it's dark, the music is going. You're getting thrown around, but it's smooth and it's fun.
Mhm.
You're, like, excited that you're on it. It's making you feel excitement. I think it's thrill ride through and through. Um, and I'm gonna say, I don't know if it's, like, the most thrilling ride. I think it's the most solid thrill ride to me. Like,
I can see
it's a
that.
thrill ride. Solid.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, solid. What would be like just a burger, but there's no arugula on the burger. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. But just a solid burger.
Yeah,
Old
it doesn't
Faithful.
Yeah, it doesn't need arugula and caramelized onions. It doesn't need that, you know?
Yeah, just give me the
You
sharp cheddar.
Yeah, that's all it needs. That's all it needs.
Yeah.
Oftentimes better. Okay. Star Tours. The adventures continue. Dark, loud, and small drops. So, Star Tours. Where do the thrills come from with Star Tours, Rain?
The thrills come from the feeling of dropping, going forward, feeling like you're going really fast, sudden stops. Like there's a few things going depending on the scenario that you have. There's also the scary one when you're in the Gungan world. What's it called? Naboo? No, it's not Naboo.
Yeah, it's
Um,
the under
that
like
is
what they
Naboo.
call it is Naboo, but do they call it like its own
Gungan
city?
City or something.
Gungan City. Let's see. Otogunga.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. When you go
It's
there
it's
and
yeah,
you
it's Naboo.
see Yeah, when you see all the scary fishes that grab onto it and then you get, like, jerked around and stuff, it's
It's
mainly
always a
coming
bigger
from the
fish.
movement. Always bigger fish.
Yeah, I think it's is this just like straight up one of the best motion simulators out there?
It is, and I feel like the technology really hasn't changed in, like, 30 years, but it still works really well.
It's a flight simulator. Like if once you
Yeah.
figured out how to simulate flight, like yeah, I think you really have to keep going, right?
Yeah, exactly, but it's awesome. I mean, I feel like Star Tours is underappreciated now only because of Smuggler's Run.
Yeah, I think Smugglers okay, the technology has evolved. Smugglers Run is
Mhm.
similar, but I'm sure you've seen it. It's like a commercial for Lexus. It's a flight sim on a grid system that gets pulled around as if you're like in a car.
Yeah.
So the entire thing gets pulled. But I think because this is so big, the movements are so exaggerated that it really
Oh yeah.
feels real, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you're not, like,
Yeah.
in a tiny little thing. But, yeah, I think it's a lot of movements that you do not feel otherwise anywhere else. It's almost like stuff
Right.
you're not supposed to feel, right?
Right.
Like, if
Right.
you
Right.
feel this on an airplane, goodbye.
Good luck, buddy. Yeah.
Uh, and, yeah, I think the music's great, sound effects are great. I think there is, like, you have that baked in knowledge of Star Wars too, like, what could happen when you
Hmm.
shot at Empire's after you, and, yeah, I think the most thrilling thing you could get is when you're falling towards possibly Coruscant. You know, when it's almost like a 90 degree, like the seatbelt
Yeah.
is holding you to the seat? I think that is
Yeah.
one of the coolest feelings and the most
And then you just
like
get woo.
yeah, like I wait for that one. It's great.
Yeah, that's cool.
And even the thrill of almost crashing, right? Like when you get to the Naboo
Hmm.
starfighter and all that. So, yeah,
Hmm.
it's great. And similarly, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Dark, loud, scary, small drops. So here is where I realized I almost ruined the entire episode. So see how I
Why?
wrote no drops here?
Hmm.
Uh I was using that list that I told everyone about. And I'm like, oh, dark, loud, scary. I guess no small drops for some reason. Are they not spoiling it? Turns out it only shows 3 attributes on that page. So then earlier today, I went on that page and that's when I realized I opened every single ride and actually got all of them out of there and changed all the data. So,
Most of them look like it is three or so, but you have some outliers. Indiana Jones, Matterhorn that do have four,
oh, and I
four
think
or five.
yeah, so it is here. Rise Rain, you got to help me out with this one.
There's
What you love this I like it. You love this more than I do. So,
yeah,
where are your
yeah.
thrills from this ride?
There's one thrill on the right, and that's pretty much just the small drop.
So
I
you
mean,
don't think it's a thrilling ride?
I not really. No, I would say as much of an experience as Indiana Jones when it comes to trying to feel like you're part of the story.
Mhm.
But that's where you see any kind of thrill. I mean, you're like, oh, I'm part of the Rebel Alliance, and I'm getting out of this Star Destroyer.
So emotional
So
thrills again. Like
exactly,
you're
exactly.
getting shot at, you're getting chased, you're gonna get captured, there's a probe
Yeah.
droid, like yeah.
If you can flip your head into thinking like, oh, this is real. Oh, you're gonna have the thrill of the century, because I don't think there's anything else that makes you feel as immersed
Y
into a world. But if you're like, you know what, this is all fake, you're you're not gonna enjoy it.
yeah, and when the effects are broken, it pulls you out a little more. I wonder
Yeah,
how
it
good
does.
this would be with Indiana Jones style music. Like,
Mm,
you know what I mean? Like the
yeah.
Indiana Jones ride music, but not like beat by beat, but
Yeah, imagine if we all just had our own personal soundtrack, and when we would do things like an orchestral score with just like rise, life would be better.
yeah. I forgot to do it this year, but this Christmas, I'm gonna put a yodeling song when I go on Matterhorn in AirPods
Mm,
and see what it's like.
nice.
Yeah, I think that small drop, very thrilling, but it's like gone in a flash, right?
Right.
It's so quick. Maybe the elevator is a little thrilling. But yeah, I think a lot of the thrill in this ride just comes from just the story, which there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. But I think once again, it's not quite the thrill ride it wants to be. So Rain, what do you think is your number one?
I still think my number one is Guardians. Guardians just being a thrill, even off the ride, an extreme thrill on the ride, is just kind of like unmatched. Goofy Sky School is second because of, like I said, the unexpected nature of it. And then like you said, I would probably put Space Mountain at 3 because it's Old Faithful. You're always gonna get that sense of thrill as long as you don't memorize it
Yeah, I
because of the
think
dark.
I was gonna put Space Mountain at number one, but I think it has almost no fear in it. And I
Hmm.
think fear, even though it wasn't in that dictionary definition, is part of it being a thrill ride.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's almost too fun. So, but I think I would put it higher than Goofy Sky School for me.
Okay.
After that, would you put Matterhorn or Big Thunder? I think I would put Big Thunder.
I would put Matterhorn
Yeah.
over Big Thunder for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm also prone to jump scares,
Mm.
and as many times as I've been on Matterhorn, I can still kind of get a little bit of a jump scare of how loud the Abominable Snowman
That
is.
that thing has never scared me.
Really,
I think that's
it's
part of it.
gotten me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about Grizzly River Run? Would you think that's
Nah,
no?
no, not. I mean,
So what's
even with
next
the
for you?
water, dude. But like you said, with the water, it's like as soon as you get wet, their thrill's gone.
Mm.
The
So
thrill's
what?
completely gone.
Indy?
Probably, yeah, probably.
There's a
Yeah,
nice clean list
probably.
in that data thing if we go there.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually,
I'm
we
here.
should flip there, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Probably Indy.
Okay, then Grizzly, you think?
Yeah, then probably Grizzly, and then Incredicoaster.
Yeah, okay. I could see Incredicoaster. Then maybe Racers?
Yeah, yeah, probably because of the Camelback section, like you said,
Yeah.
and then we
I
drop off pretty hard. I feel like after
I
that.
would put Gadget Coaster. Very
Mm.
short-lived thrills, but it is thrilling. And then maybe would it be Mater or Star Tours?
Star Tours.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then okay. Smuggler's Run, Rise, and Mater are what's left, I think.
I think Smuggler's Run is bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
and
Mater's
then
more thrilling than Mater has the physical thrills,
it
but
does, it does.
but
I'd agree. I'd put Mater next,
and then Rise, and then
and Smuggler's Run.
okay, so is our official hold on. Let me do like a you know what? I'll put it over. You know what? Forget it. So we're gonna go what? Guardians, then well, what did you have next? Goofy Sky School,
Uh, yeah, Sky School.
and then Space Mountain, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I would switch those 2, but that's fine. I'll let you we'll put it. Was it Big Thunder afterwards? Or no, you wanted Matterhorn.
I want Matterhorn. Yeah, you know,
Okay.
but you gave me the other one. I'll give you Big Thunder.
No, you know what? I'll just put mine next. Like, we'll
Okay.
just have 2 lists. We're not there's no canon list.
I put Big Thunder. I
Thunder.
would put Matterhorn. Yeah, Big
Okay.
Thunder. Oh my god, I should have
Hmm?
cut.
Did you cut?
No,
Oh,
no,
don't
I'm
cut, don't
copying.
cut. Because if you cut, it'll
Yeah.
mess up my charts,
Oh, I see, I see, I
I
see.
think.
Uh, yeah, Gadget's Go Coaster for me. I just haven't been on it in so long. It's almost like out of the race for me.
We don't need a canon list, do we?
No, no, no.
People,
It's
you can
too long.
rewind, everyone. Okay.
Yeah, top three for me: Guardians, Goofy, Space. No, Guardians, Goofy, Matterhorn. I put it above Space.
Okay. So let's head to the charts section. I don't
Oh, beautiful, by the way.
real
Beautiful
easy,
charts.
real easy. I won't promise anything that these are going to be posted anywhere because you know. But let's go through it just a little bit. Just a quick height distribution. So number one with 6 rides for 40-inch riders,
Yeah,
and then number two would be 3 rides with 42 inches. Number three is 2 rides with 32 inches, and then 35, 38, 46, and 48 inches. Only one each.
nice.
So we have, uh, okay, let's see. Rain, can you get a calculator out for me?
Sure.
Okay. So 13 In terms of thrill rides, 13.3 no, okay. 32-inch tall kids can ride 13.3% of thrill rides.
Okay.
35-inch tall kids can ride and just add that next number, right? Like,
Mhm.
just keep it going. So what's that?
Mhm. Is what's the number I'm
Like
adding?
13.3 plus 6.7. You see
6.7.
yeah. So 35-inch I did this and then I messed up the
Oh,
whole
I
thing,
see
so
it.
yeah.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
So what are we at there?
19.7.
19.7. And then there's another 6.7% of rides is for 38-inch. So if we add that,
All right. 26.4.
26.4. So if you are 40 inches tall, 60 you can ride 66.4% of thrill rides. You're sitting pretty. You can ride half of them.
Two two-thirds.
Wait, did I say 66?
Yeah,
Oh
66.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. You can ride 2/3. There you go. And then if you're 42 inches tall, now you get to 86%. That's another 20% of the rides. And then you're at that point, you are only missing 2 rides.
Yeah, which are Guardians, right? Guardians and Indy.
Yeah. So that's like when you grow up, you can finally go on these great rides. Yeah. But I think the most fun data here is the attributes. So there are 15 rides. 12 of those rides, 80% are loud. And then 11 of those rides, 73.33%, repeating of course, have small drops. 9 rides are uh, dark, so that's 60%. And then it drops down. So only 1/3 of the rides, 5 rides, are scary. And then spinning, big drops, and water rides are only 2 of each. However, I feel like the Wombo combo, like the most common combo, was dark, loud, scary, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot
Yeah.
of just
Well, dark loud small drops
no, but like
probably
the
more.
combination,
Oh, okay.
like that they were together. So there was like
Yeah,
there's
I think dark
there's
loud
one
small drops is more.
Big Thunder is dark, loud, small drops. Gadget Coaster
Yeah.
is only small drops. Goofy Sky School is only loud and small drops. Grizzly River Run has small drops, but not dark or loud. Guardians
Uh,
is big drops, dark, loud, scary. And then Indy has the dark, loud, scary, and small drops combination. And so does Matterhorn.
mhm.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. You know what? I think I just got used to the incorrect version. You're right. Dark, loud,
Oh,
small
wow. I
drops.
see.
Because I saw Dark Cloud Scary, because small drops didn't make the cut because it was after. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Dark, loud, and small drops is, it's scary chasing right behind. So I guess that's what makes a thrill ride. And what were our top ones, Rain?
Nope.
I'm looking at the wrong
It
one.
was Guardians, Goofy Sky School, and we go back and forth between Matterhorn and Space.
Yeah, so lots of dark, loud, small drops in there. So I
Yeah.
guess that all checks out. And I think that is all the data we have, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, thrill rides, I think a lot of this is based off of what will thrill a child,
Right.
right? Even though
Right.
I agree with most of these, like these are thrilling to us. It's a lot of like this when you sort this, it's kind of like you're planning because you're taking kids with you and you don't want anyone to cry.
Yeah. It's like they tested this on an 11-year-old, 11-year-old, and that's what they kind of categorize it like.
I'm going like 8-year-old.
You think so?
Dude,
I don't know how tall kids are.
it's like if you get like a 7, 8-year-old to cry, it's bad.
Yeah.
11-year-old is
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Meh," they're
Yeah,
already
you're right.
getting
You're right.
like, because a little kid crying, like, they
Angsty.
they cry for everything, right? But if you get
Right.
like a 3rd grader to cry, it's like, I don't you might have rattled them a little bit.
Right.
They're not like a
Right.
baby anymore, but they're not like a teenager yet. They're not
Mhm.
even like preteen. I don't know. I don't know anything about kids anymore. So, oh well. Write in about your thrill rides and whatnot. Yeah. Thank you, Christian with a K, for inspiring this. I think it was fun to kind of go through like, what does Disney think a thrill ride is? Rain,
Yeah.
is there any?
Yeah, that's cool.
So, of course, Splash Mountain is missing because it is closed. But I think that's going to get dark, loud, scary, big drops, water rides. I wonder if there's like is the Wayback Machine still up? I know they
It
went through
is.
like, because they went through like some crazy thing, right?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to cheat here. So I'm going to go to the Space Mountain page, copy the URL, put it in Wayback, and change space to splash
Smart.
and see if it's got one. Okay.
Quick with it.
All right. Snapshot. Loading. Redirecting. No. Okay.
They got you.
So no, in June it redirects to like the Disneyland website. Oh, on May.
Uh,
Okay. So I'm gonna go May 30th. It's taking a while. Come on. You can do this. Maybe we should donate to the Wayback Machine.
that's all I was gonna say. I feel like we should donate to that. Wikipedia, a couple other
We've never
things.
used the Wayback Machine on the show. Come on.
Yeah.
Someone ate the page. Are you serious? Come on.
They got you, dude.
Dude, no, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. May 1st. What's the difference between a green one and a blue one? Come on.
Of what?
Like on this way back.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's making me angry. What's up, Brain?
Oh man, nothing.
Any fun
I'm
plans this week?
crashing now. Uh, uh, no,
No.
no. I'm gonna hang out with the boys on Friday.
Okay.
So
This isn't working.
this stuff had me ramped earlier, dude.
Oh.
La
Dude, Bristol Farms
Colombica.
just like sells that like on tap.
It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I got it at Costco. It has no lactose in it.
Because
It's real milk.
what? Oh, it's like lactose free milk. I've had the oat
Reduced
milk one
fat.
in the
Mm.
bluish can.
Mhm.
It's all right. Okay, if these two don't load, we're gonna give up. But I think we got which ones they are. Would it? You think it's big drops on that one?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's big drops, small drops, scary,
Dark
dark,
and loud.
loud. Yeah,
Water ride.
it pretty much got everything except spinning,
Yeah, you think so? Let's
right?
see. Out of all these, yeah, Splash Mountain's a thrilling ride.
It is.
Yeah, so I guess that's what it's gonna be. Okay.
The one I'm kind of surprised that's not on here is actually Runaway Railway because it's so similar to Rise. I think if
Oh,
it I think if it had a real drop in that room that you go in, it would have been on here. But since it's like a weird fake drop, it's not on here.
okay. I kind of see that. I have one last effort here because I took a screenshot of the wait time on May
Mhm.
30th, and I think I can like undo the edits. Maybe no. Shoot. Come on. Come on. Where's the undo? All right. I guess not. The world may never know. Write in if you find it, everyone. That would have been fun. Okay. Anything missing, you think, though, besides Splash Mountain?
And Runaway Railway.
It is, would you say the
Mm,
teacups are thrilling? Mad Tea Party?
not really.
What about
Not
Pirates?
really.
No, it's momentary.
Yeah. It kind of seems like if you are a dark ride, you are not in this list.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Pirates could be like, it's thrilling at first, but it's not a thrill ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well. That was fun. That was fun. So,
That was
Rain.
cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's another type of thing we could do with this. I don't know, guys. Go play around with the site and let us know. Okay, Rain. It is now time for a little bit of now playing. So Tiana writes in, says, thanks for the inspiration to finally start Kingdom Hearts. We talked about this last week. She continues, my boyfriend conveniently owns all of them, and I needed the final push to start. I love it so far, and the music slaps. However, I learned the hard way that this game isn't autosave.
Oh, yeah.
It is not. This is the game that caused me to ask my mom to buy me a memory card, and
That was Final Fantasy X for me.
she did not understand. Like,
Yeah, same.
she's
My
like,
parents
20
either.
she was like, $20 for what? And I'm like, "You can't play the game without it. Like, I'm just gonna leave it on." Which
Yeah.
I actually dude, you know how it says you have to have the memory card in before?
Mhm.
Like, before you start the game? I actually bought the
Yeah.
memory card, the game was still on, I popped it in, and it worked. It saved.
Nice, nice,
I was
nice.
still on Destiny Islands at the time. But yeah, glad you're starting that. Guys, go check it out. Um, it'll be fun. Wait, oh, okay, someone mentioned us in the story.
Scott
Oh,
Scott did.
okay. He says
He's
I
our
hmm?
uh I was just gonna say he's our eyes on the ground at Pride Night tonight.
Yeah, he wrote in asking for single rider advice, and I said I gave him the advice, but I said he might not need it, but also please report on how Pride Night is.
Yeah.
That's a cool mustache and stubble combo, I wanna
Yeah,
say.
I respect it.
Yeah, respect. Okay, I'll repost that later. Um, okay. Whoa. All right. Rain, anything of note with now playing? I saw
Uh,
Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. We're not gonna spoil it. I thought about
I
doing
saw
a
it again.
spoiler cast, but then I
Mhm,
realized these are my thoughts on Spider-Verse. I really enjoyed it. It's very fun, very pretty, very cool, exciting. I don't think much happened, right?
mhm,
Like, in terms of story progression, it's a lot of, like, emotional progression and character development,
right.
which is great. But I think it was a lot of eye candy, which again, it's great. But even you said you liked the first one more, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think I might be leaning toward the second one now.
Oh,
Only because I rewatched it on Sunday and I was just like it was almost like watching it for the first time again. It was insane. But I understand what you're saying. It's just there's there's a lot of setup in this movie.
yeah. That's all we could say.
For the next. So but yeah, no, amazing movie, man.
Yeah.
The Yeah, you know what? I was gonna talk about something, but
No.
well,
Yeah.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah. But that was fun.
I'm
Oh, sorry, go ahead. What
I
were you
was gonna say I'm about to finish crying in the
Prime in the
kingdom.
Kingdom?
Yeah,
Did you start the demo for Final Fantasy 16?
I have not. I'm saving that for probably tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah, I haven't
I'm gonna start playing Diablo also.
oh,
Yeah.
that would've been fun because Kev said the official percentage of a beer I was going to drink today was
Mhm.
6.66%. Uh,
Oh,
but
dang.
we recorded early where I would have to throw it in the freezer for 25 minutes, and I don't think that would have been enough
Hmm,
from the cabinet. So, uh, we'll make you drink the spicy beer, Rain. The lychee
nice.
was in the fridge, but I don't wanna take that away from you. It's feeling nice. I'm,
Hmm.
still getting through Harry Potter or what is it? Hogwarts Legacy. I might try that demo. That's about it. I wanna try Humanity, where you're a dog that does controls humans and does puzzles.
Oh, I have
Look it
not
up. It
even heard of that. Okay.
it yeah, it's kind of like a puzzle game, but not quite, and it works in
Yeah.
VR, so I gotta try that. Anyways
Dude,
oh,
I saw like the Summer Games Fest is going on right now, and I watched the completionist a lot, and he put out this like top 10 anticipated games of Summer Game Fest, and for number 2, surprisingly, he put that new Mickey game that's coming out. It's not Castle of Illusions. It's the with the new art style.
uh-huh.
It almost looks like Rayman Legends. He says that he played the demo and it was like breathtaking. I was like, yeah, I was surprised. I was really surprised.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I've not heard of it, but I guess we'll be on the lookout for that. All right. So yeah, check out Across the Spider-Verse. It was cool. Rain, what's the third one going to be called, do you think?
It's already announced.
Oh, what's the
And
name?
it comes out in March.
Oh,
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
March. Oh, Beyond the Spider-Verse.
March.
Because I knew they said 2024, which is cool. So
Yeah.
March. Okay, that
It's
not even a year.
end of
That's good.
March.
Cool.
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. I mean, we never know, it might get delayed.
I feel like they wrote
But
them at the same time. So
yeah, they wrote them at the same time and they developed them at the same exact time too.
cool. Cool, cool, cool. So it's time for We Have It So Good, where we in the Tram fam talk about our trips to Disneyland and what's bringing us joy lately, right in your trip recaps at trammin.com/ask. You can also ask in our Discord, and you can join the Across the Spider-Verse spoiler chat in our Discord. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun. Okay. I think you have to like mute. I don't know. I still don't completely understand Discord, but
Yeah, me
Anna
either.
K writes, and hey, it's been a while. We have it so good. Please don't feel pressured to read this whole thing. I don't have the energy to edit for brevity. Heh, we're going. So she continues, my husband Paul and I just got back from an awesome baby moon at the parks. It was a great opportunity to take everything in at a slower pace, and I enjoyed soaking in the vibes instead of rushing from ride to ride. Our trips are usually more spread out, but we visited recently in both 2021 and 2022 pandemic revenge travel. And that really helped me not feel like I was missing out by skipping the thrill rides. Wow, look at that.
All comes full circle.
Yeah. Here are the things I experienced for the first time. So, first of all, congratulations on the incoming baby.
Congratulations.
Baby moon. That's I just learned that. Or maybe
Yeah,
I did hear that.
I had never heard of that.
I think it's like the
That's cool though.
last trip before the baby's born,
Yeah.
but also like a celebrate I don't know, but I think that's what it is.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah. Okay. Sailing Ship Columbia was a first for them. Runaway Railway, Animation Academy. She said, I initially did this on my own while Paul went on rides, but I enjoyed it so much that I made him go back to draw Eeyore with me. Ooh, I want to draw Eeyore. They also did Turtle Talk with Crush, Sorcerer's Workshop, and Beast Library for the first time. A raspberry macaron from Jolly Holiday. She said she was really worried this would be overhyped, but enjoyed it more than expected. Another first, Blue Milk, Red Car Trolley. Not the ale. Duh.
Yeah.
Uh, the Main Street Omnibus and getting the best in vehicle score on Midway Mania. Oh, that's a good
Nice.
dude. This is you know what? This is like the Trammin effect, if you will. Uh, if you, it's like getting a pass effect, but like, oh, I can't do all the crazy stuff today. So what are all the other things? And we have many
Yeah.
episodes about that. So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, that sounds like see, sounds like a very fun trip, especially if you've been to Disneyland many times. It's like, okay,
Right.
now I get to experience all these other things. So she continues, I'm bummed we missed Festival of the Lion King, but there weren't any show times on Tuesday or Wednesday. The only parade we ever sat down to watch was Main Street Electrical Parade, but we decided to watch Festival of Fantasy this time. What?
What's that?
She mean just like Magic Cabins?
Probably if she's referring to Main Street Electrical Parade, that's the parade.
Yeah. We plopped down in front of its small one before a few minutes before it started. A cast member came by and told all of us to get up and follow Aurora at the end of the parade. Yeah, as magic happens.
Yeah, it's my yeah.
It's okay. Since we were leaving the park for a midday break anyway, we decided to follow it all the way down Main Street. It was hilarious to feel like we were part of the parade, and Paul was so sick of the music loop by the end. It will definitely stick in my mind as a favorite memory of the trip. Yeah, hearing a parade end multiple times is quite
That's
annoying,
rough.
but it's got to be fun. She continues with, we timed the trip based purely on when I'd be feeling best for travel during my pregnancy. I don't think we'll be coming back this time of year again. The crowds and the eighth graders were quite something. But Wednesday
They're
was
the only thing
probably a bad
worse.
night. Yeah.
They're the only thing worse than high schoolers.
Yeah. So finally, by the way, I hadn't had Pizza Hut since I was a kid. but I had to get that big box special after Rain mentioned it last week. Pizza and movie night was definitely the perfect cure for my inevitable post-Disney blues. Thanks for always being a bright spot in my week. Keep up the great work. That sounds so fun. Thank you for writing in. I am jealous of getting that box for sure. Um,
That sounds fantastic
I'm
right now.
not don't do it. Don't do it. But Rain, what did you do at Disneyland on I put Wednesday, but that was Tuesday,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I've actually gone twice since
Oh,
then. I went yesterday and last Tuesday. So last Tuesday was a really fun day. I met up with a couple of groups of friends. It was Ricardo, Karina, and Chris and Cindy. Um, and we kind of just wanted to kind of take it easy. They don't. They've had passes for a while, but I was surprised that they had never been to the Grand Californian.
just like at all.
Just like just at all, or Sorcerer's Workshop. So, we actually started, the day by going to the shawarma cart because Brandy was really hungry. Went to shawarma cart 2, no chicken, all they had was the vegan option. And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." So, he's like, "But they have the chicken at the shawarma cart 1." Went over to shawarma cart 1, didn't have chicken. So, we waited for probably, like, 20 minutes for they all got shawarmas, I did not. While we waited, I got the Honey Buzz 2.0 from Pim's. Pretty good. Very sweet.
Yeah,
Very sweet.
add some
Right
water.
after, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right after that, we ended up going to Beast Library, and we all took the test. Really fun stuff. Really fun stuff. I hadn't done that in a long time. I got Scar this time
Oh, so you
because
eat
I decided to eat people.
eat nice
Yeah.
friends for lunch.
Yes. Yes. And after that, we're gonna meet up with Chris and Cindy, and they said that they were hungry. So I said, you know what? After yesterday's episode, I was inspired. I went to Hearthstone Lounge.
Nice.
It
What'd you get?
it was it was an experience, dude. Wow. I got like their standard. It's almost like a standard old fashioned.
Uh,
I forget what it was called, but a fantastic drink. But the beauty of Hearthstone Lounge is we walk in right to the entrance, and first off, there's no wait, okay, because it's Hearthstone Lounge. And I was like, "Hey, we have 6." And they're like, "Oh, okay, cool. Follow me." And she's like, "You can choose any of the couches we have, or you can go outside at the fire pit." And
yeah,
we were like,
outside's a little yeah.
yeah, we were like, when do you ever have options at Disneyland like that? It was beautiful, man, beautiful stuff. So we chose the fire pit. We were chilling there for probably a couple hours at
Wow.
least. Yeah, it was very nice. They just got engaged. Chris and Cindy just got engaged. So congratulations to them. Um, and after that, we decided we're gonna go on Matterhorn, and because it was like a 15-minute wait. Once we got there, I went from 15 to 60. So while we were on the app, I was like, okay, let's see what else. We saw Runaway Railway was at 15.
Dangerous game.
And I said that's a dangerous game. Exactly. I was like, by the time we get there, I guarantee it's gonna be 60.
No, maybe 30. It's not that far.
Oh,
But
okay,
anyways, what
okay.
happened?
So
What happened?
we book it. We book it over there, and we walk in, and I'm like, no line outside. We're good. We're good. It's gonna be like a 20-minute wait. Dude, we walked into the theater room. It
Whoa.
was it was a walk. It was pretty much a walk on. I mean, we still had the line after the little pre-show,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I forgot
yeah,
about that.
but still, it was very nice. Very, very nice. I also ran into since it was the first time I did standby, I was able to see the rest of the queue. The Mickey Mouse Disco stuff was awesome. I did not
Oh,
know that
yeah.
was there.
They
Yeah.
have, like, multiple
I al
songs.
yeah. I also saw there was this
Yeah,
mayonnaise
I took a picture
dispenser.
with that. I took a picture
Yeah.
with that.
Yes. Secret sauce. God. People always deceiving me, man. Um,
Yeah, we were at where were we? We were, like hold on, let me
oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I see it.
we were at, somewhere with the burger or something, and I was like, "It's just Thousand Island." Like, don't
Yeah.
just, you know. We all know. Okay, okay.
But long
So
long story short, that was pretty much the end of the night. We got out of there and had a great time. Hearthstone, awesome stuff. I ended up getting the chicken tenders. dude, oh, dude, come on. I put my POV up, my chicken tenders and my
Oh,
old
yeah.
fashioned around the fire that Chat GPT wrote for me.
I think people don't know that.
Beautiful. Yeah, people unless you're in close friends, you don't know that.
You just called
But
everyone out that isn't on your close friends.
oh, sorry, guys. If you want to join my close friends, let me know. Let me know.
You just keep upping the ante of how dangerous this conversation is. Dude, Kev called me or something, and he was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, Rain tricked me. I thought he wrote that." I'm like, "I know he didn't write that because I know how he
yeah,
writes."
yeah.
And
I'm
then
not that
there it
that good
was,
of a writer.
ChatGPT.
Um, but I a little disappointed with the food, only because I then realized when I saw them walking over that it's just Crafts and Bar grill food.
Mm.
They literally walked over with the silver covers on top of it and served it to us from Crafts and Bar.
Anything wrong
So
with that though?
no, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you
E
like the food there, cool. If
easier to
not,
get
then you're
in
gonna be disappointed.
easier to get in than Crafts& and Bar.
It is, and those chicken tenders were A1, dude. They were fat. It was too much food for me because it was so much, but
That
really
that
good stuff.
was the one place when it was still Whitewater Snacks that they were the final vestige of the nuggets.
Uh, yeah. Um, did you go at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay,
I
because I
don't
went yesterday.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
go.
went yesterday. It was a kind of a quick trip. Dude, after this week at work, I was like, "You know what? I need to relax. I need to go do something fun." I left work at 4 yesterday, and Brandy and I picked her up. We went in, and, I forgot that Brandy had lamplight reservations for us.
Dude.
That was a beautiful surprise. And, so we got there around 5, lamplight res was at 6:45. Ended up getting on, Mermaid and Incredicoaster. That was fun. I went to lamplight because I forgot that I told Ricardo and Karina drunkenly if they wanted to come to the parks on Monday with us. And they texted us, "Hey, what's your ETA?" And I was like, "Oh my god, we have lamplight reservation, blah blah blah." So I went to the lamplight, the girl checking us in, and I said, "Hey, can we add 2 more?" And they said, sure." So we got them in also. Um, I got the Brussels Caesar, which is like Brussels sprouts. I thought it was a Caesar salad, and they came with Brussels sprouts, and I was like, "All right, cool, sounds good."
Yeah.
Uh, I got the El Pastor, like pork chop,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I got the potato pancakes, whatever they're called, the potato
Potato
skins.
skins.
Yeah.
Skins.
Uh, uh Karina got the because she's pescatarian. She got the pastrami spiced Impossible Burger.
Oh, I think I've had that.
She said it was the best vegan burger she's ever had.
Impossible is the best vegan burger. That's just straight up.
Yeah.
So, it's great.
But great lamplight res. We all got our open oceans. Beautiful stuff. I think after that we got on Soren,
Mm.
and we got on one more thing that I'm forgetting. No, I think it was just Soren. Oh, we went to Ghirardelli, and I got the Land's End. Uh, perfect, perfect.
What's that?
And it's the warm brownie, salted caramel sundae.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was awesome. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Had
Nice.
had a great time.
Very nice. So, yeah, I did not go. So, Rain, what time is it?
It's
It's time for one last bite. Rain, for the first time, what is the best thing you tasted this week? One.
best one thing. The one
One
thing
thing.
I tasted this
It
week
could be a
that
drink, it
was
could be a sweet, it could be a food. One thing.
mm,
I don't know why. It
oof,
doesn't even matter how
oof.
hard you try.
Oh man, that's a rough one. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go with the. Oof, man, this is hard now. This
So
is
here's the
hard.
thing. Here's the thing. It's tough to pick
It's tough.
one, but usually we
Yes.
got 2 solid ones, and whichever category is the 3rd is kinda like, I have to pick one, so I guess
Yeah.
it's this." We gotta give it this, you know, the one punch man.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go today. We had a going away party for my accountant at work, and we had a taco person, a taco people, amazing tacos. So I'm gonna give it to the tacos today. I had 2 al pastor and 2 asada. Good
Nice,
stuff.
nice. So, yeah, for me, it's going to be I think I've mentioned this before,
Mhm.
but it's the chocolate croissant bread pudding with berries, vanilla bean ice cream, and anglaise from 230 Forest Avenue in Laguna Beach.
That looks
So,
beautiful.
yeah, these are not my pictures. My picture is not even as good as
Oh,
these.
okay.
Yeah. But, I took Kimmy and her sister Kayla to 230 Forest where you made a reservation and then didn't go.
Ah,
Uh,
that place. Okay.
yeah. Their food was great. All the food was good, but this just blew me away, dude. Hot, fresh bread pudding. The waiter was like, I've had it before, but he's like, "We've been serving this since we opened." And,
Yeah.
fresh bread pudding's already good, the nice little crispies, but there's something about molten yet crispy chocolate. Like, when the
There is. There is. No, I get it.
and it just hit so good. I know, me and the chocolate, but that's how you get to me. With the cold
Yeah.
ice cream and the piping hot bread pudding, really hit the spot. So I'm going
Nice.
to give it to that. Um, you see how when it's one last bite, you get the trophy, you know?
Yeah.
We're
I
not
like
pick
that. I like it. It there's more gravitas to
Yeah.
this.
And look, we all know at some point you're going to bend the rules a little bit with your
Oh, for
honorable
sure, dude.
honorable mention, shout outs, and a little bump. But
For
but
sure.
but at least it's look, we're not no who's competing for bronze, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
2nd place is really just first last. So,
Yeah. If you're not first, you're last, as the great Ricky Bobby once said.
but we still have one last fight. Rain, speaking of thrilling and thrilling foods, we weren't just
Mhm.
speaking about that, but we were for like an hour. So, flamin' hot Cheetos or flamin' hot fries?
Man, that's hard, man. That's
Is
hard.
it? It's not for me.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. If I'm not on a budget, I'm going hot Cheetos. The hot fries were real nice because you got the dollar. You got the $1 and you can get some nice, delicious fries, but they always stick to the top of your mouth, stick to the roof.
Mm.
So I'm gonna go the hot Cheetos, unlimited
Have
budget.
have I brought up unlimited budget as if they're expensive? We have I mentioned putting them in the freezer?
No.
Do it.
Dude, why do you put
I put
everything
everything
in the
no,
freezer?
no, look, everything's gotta be tested frozen, but then sometimes it
Yeah.
graduates to the fridge. You can't freeze the Oreos. Too tough.
Mm.
But you can freeze
Mhm,
the
mhm.
Oreo thins. Like, frozen Reese's, no, but really cold Reese's, very good.
Yeah.
But anyways, put these in the fridge, they crisp differently, it doesn't stick to your fingers anymore. Christian with a
Interesting.
K wrote in, "That's what the Cheetos are." I think I was trying to explain it to you, but
Cheetos.
you were talking because someone wrote on
Oh, okay.
Cheetos with the dust. And it
Yeah, yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
when you bite, it doesn't kick all that dust into your throat and make you choke, so
Got it, got it,
tastes
got it.
real good, but they don't get hard, so it's good. But for me, it's the fries. I think the fries are like
Really?
the forbidden fruit for me. They're so
Yeah,
good.
really?
They have that dude, I love that corn flavor that you get.
Yeah.
And
No, I
dude,
get it.
every fry is equal. It's like the first 3 Cheetos in the flaming hot bag are like the nice thick, like, you know, clubs, caveman clubs,
Mhm,
and then you got the
mhm,
little scraps at the bottom, which are just
mhm.
not the same. So I gotta
Yeah,
give it a Chester's fries, and that was like a little bit of middle school, but, like, Bosco Tech, like, we all love the
yeah,
fries. I think it was
yeah.
part of the middle school culture for sure, though. We, they didn't wanna call first recess, recess, so they called it nutrition, but we would all buy, like,
Oh god.
snacks. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was called that. Someone let me know, and it was only, like, 10 minutes. It wasn't 15. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um, so, yeah, it's going to the fries for me. But Rain, did you know that the guy who claims he invented Flamin' Hot Cheetos and they're making a movie about is a complete liar?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Did
That's
I
what I heard.
send you that?
I don't know if you sent it to me, but I did hear that it's a phony story.
Yeah.
But
He
the movie's already out.
Yeah. They notified the producers, but not Eva Longoria, in like
Mhm.
2019 because someone like
Yeah.
did some digging and everyone who was involved had already retired, so they didn't really care by the time this guy was like starting to run his mouth. So it was like some lady, something green, something Lynn, something. She invented the Flamin' Hot name, but she said the entire product development was like a group of people. And she goes, I don't want the credit for this. I don't care, but I don't want to take away from the team that worked on this. And um, they did say he did have a hand in helping market to the Hispanic market. And
Oh, okay.
he did rise from, like, janitor to, like, some sort of marketing executive. Like,
Hmm.
he does the joke here is he has a good story, but he's just like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I invented Flamin' Hot Cheetos in 1991," or whatever it was, but, like, they were invented in '89. And then there was
Yeah.
something else, he was like, "I invented this in, like." He's claimed he invented something, like, 4 years after it was already out. Like, it's it's like, why do you even have to make up the lie? You have a story. But anyways,
It's the clout. I don't know.
yeah, so the story's fake. I'm sorry, guys. Not like embellished fake, like there's they changed some details about the Blackberry movie, but yeah, I don't even remember his name. He did not invent Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but it doesn't matter because he definitely didn't invent Flamin' Hot Fries, which are better than Flamin' Hot Cheetos. And with that,
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.